Okay, today we are going to do an interview about Women's History Month. And I'm going to ask my first question for Laura. What are your thoughts on Women's History Month?
Well, it's an important time in history to really celebrate women and how far they've come into their venture, especially when it comes to the business world or even in their life, in their own rights. So it is a great month to celebrate the women, the empowerment of women, and their victories.
Okay, Liz, same question for you. What are your thoughts on Women's History Month?
I think it's a fantastic month. It really does show how far we have come as women, even in the investing field where it's mainly male dominated, right? To see how these women are taking over this industry and how great it is, and really to show the empowerment and the strength that women have, even in male dominated fields. I think it's fantastic.
Okay, Dawn, same question for you. What are your thoughts on Women's History Month?
Yeah, I agree with Liz. I think it's great to see how far women have come and how much further, we're able to go.
Okay, great. This question is for Liz and Dawn. How does being a millennial make things different?
I think being a millennial, we grew up with computers. Like we were just on the cusp of when they were coming out and technology. And I think it's made it really great and easier for us to have success because we are able to stay up with the times. And also we've had a lot of advances while we grew up that made investing for us a lot easier than it was on during Laura's time. So being a millennial to me, I always found it as a great thing. And I've loved that aspect of things. And I love how we grew up because we still had a little bit of the old school where, you were outside after dark and all of that, or up until the lights were on. But now we have the new stuff too and the cool things that have come with this age.
Dawn, same question for you. How does being a millennial make things different?
I think it makes things different just because we've been able to achieve success so much faster. I think it's been great to be able to be a part of the old school and see how things like growing up, to see how our parents were able to operate, right, in the golden age way, the OG, right, and then to be able to roll into technology and to use all these tools and be able to connect and network so much quicker, to be able to compound that and to look at our success and really make something in a much quicker way is really exciting and fun.
Okay, great. This next question is for Laura. What role has the internet played for women in business today?
Oh gosh, this could be a long answer because I come definitely from the old school where computers were thought not to be a big deal. This will come and go pretty fast back in the 80s. Well, they're here to stay. And to use computers, technology, and all the tools and advances that we had speed up the business tenfold overnight. So that's why I think that internet right now is here to stay. And the technology and the advances that we had is going to bring real estate investing to really another level with artificial intelligence and the virtual way of doing business.
Okay, Liz, this question is for you. You talk about mindset. How does that help you?
I mean, how does it not, right? As an investor, you have to really get out of your own way. And I work with so many women, right? We all do that. Let's be real. It's mindset. It's not tools. It's not knowledge. It's not having questions answered. It's mindset and really getting out of your way. And so for me, mindset was so incredibly crucial when I started, as you know, and you knew through my story, like it was something I had to overcome to become successful. But once I unlocked and had those breakthroughs, mindset was the game changer. And it's really built my confidence, and my mindset has only gotten better and stronger to where I could help other women through mindset. So yeah, mindset's been a really big part of my life. I think it's honestly probably 90% of our success.
Okay, this next question is for all three of you. And Laura, we will start with you. How do you think Women's History Month can help empower women in the real estate industry?
Well, the first thing that women have to be aware and thankful of how far they've come into this process over the last 100 years. Yeah. When I started back in real estate in the 80s, it was really very hard for women to break through in any type of real estate investing or any type of business. And so this month celebrate the woman empowerment, celebrate the woman advancement, celebrate that the women can do and even be better what men can do in the business and when it comes to real estate.
Liz, same question for you. How do you think Women's History Month can help empower women in the real estate industry?
Well, as you know, like I heavily believe in the mindset, and I think having this month to really remind women of how amazing we really are and how awesome we are and how far we have come. I think it brings a different sense of empowerment when you really think about the fact that us women get to experience this, that women in the past generations didn't get to have. And so I think having this really does kind of set the tone for the rest of the year for women to really believe in themselves that otherwise didn't beforehand.
Hey, Don, same question for you. How do you think Women's History Month can help empower women in the real estate industry?
I think that by sharing each other's stories and success, it allows other women to see the possibilities and to uplift them and to show them what's possible and that success is out there for us.
Laura, this next question is for you. Over your time in real estate investing, what challenges have you faced as a women real estate investor?
Well, first of all, not being taken seriously, seeing that for us was mainly just a hobby. It was not something that we needed to do. Oh, this is a cute thing you can do on the side. So being taken seriously, seeing that this was mainly a hobby for us was not something that we could provide for ourselves, our family, or even grow as a person. And those are saying there were main two challenges I had to face over the years.
Okay, great. Don, this next question is for you. What is your favorite accomplishment as a woman real estate investor?
Probably the $1 million deal that we did like year 2 or 3 in. I think that was huge for me personally, especially because it wasn't just something that was like dropped in my lap. It was something that grew. Like it started out as 3 properties, and then it was 5 properties, and then it was 7 properties, and it was 11 properties, and they were like, "Hey, we have 4 more," and I was like, "Bring it on." So I mean, I'll never forget that, and I hope that our next big deal tops that. But to have that, in less than 3 years was incredible. So I'm really proud of that.
Liz, this next question is for you. Why do you think it's important for more women to get into real estate investing?
I think it's important for more women to get into real estate investing because it's a field where they need us, right? Sellers are tired of feeling like they're just another dollar sign to people, and women are really good at making you feel more than that, right? And we're really good at nurturing. And it's also an empowerment of the woman, right? Like, I can tell you that through real estate, my confidence has skyrocketed. The more deals I've done, the more women I've helped change their lives into doing deals. I mean, real estate is just that field, and it's a family. Like, once you have this you're in this family of real estate investors, and we all kind of like take care of each other, especially women. We tend to really show up for each other. And so for me, I feel like that's really where it comes from, is really helping us out.
The question is for all 3 of you, and it's my last question. Laura, I'm going to start with you. Do you have any advice for aspiring female real estate investors?
First of all, you have to believe in yourself. If it worked for other women, it's going to work for you. So there is a precedence here. There are so many women, and I'm actually writing a book about the women that inspired me to be a real estate investor. Women that were ahead of their times. They were a force of nature back 30, 40, 50 years ago. They were trailblazers in this arena. So that's the thing that I want to just point out. There are women out there that are walking proofs. There are some here right now that are walking proofs that this can be done from any walk of life. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're coming from, your background. We all have the same chance.
Liz, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you have any advice for aspiring female real estate investors?
Yeah, I do. To just do it. Don't overthink it. You will analyze yourself right out of real estate, and just be consistent. Really just consistently take action, take messy action, make mistakes, be okay with that, and just really enjoy that journey for you. We were all beginners at one point. We all made mistakes that, we learned so much from. And I say, don't fear the mistakes, fear not moving forward.
Yeah.
And Don, I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you have any advice for aspiring female real estate investors?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Liz. Don't be scared of putting yourself out there. I mean, I feel like that's where women are struggling to get into our industry, is that they're so scared of making a mistake or doing something wrong that, they don't even take that chance. And then you lose that entire opportunity of seeing what could happen. And that's part of the process is, taking the chance, possibly failing, learning from that mistake, and just going in a direction and taking your experience and compounding it to make sure that you're working towards the success that you're looking for. So yeah, don't be fearful and just go for it.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview today, and happy Women's History Month.